Namaste, welcome to KYG. As we continue in this path of chanting mantras as a sadhana, as a spiritual practice during these 9 days, I woke up this morning with this thought. If chanting is so powerful, especially this mantra is, when I say powerful, it means it has the latent energy to cleanse the conditionalities, the self-imprisonments that we have created around ourselves. If it is so powerful to do that, then why aren't we really experiencing the magical transformation? Why aren't we experience the power of a mantra? In other words, why are mantras ineffective? Right? That is a question youngsters ask. That's perhaps the question the logical mind asks. And so let me approach it this way. And bear with me, I'll probably do it today and tomorrow in 2 parts. If you have just vacuumed your home or cleaned your home or had a servant clean your home and it looks spick and span and it is beautiful and clean, you are very happy, right? But does it stay clean all the time? No. Why does the room, why doesn't it stay clean? Because the windows are open, and so with the air that comes in, the breeze that comes in brings along with it the dust from the road, and you bring objects into your home, so along with that slowly dust comes in, right? And you find that a day later or 2 days later or a week later, depending on our lifestyles and homes, you find that, oh gosh, the room needs cleaning again, and you clean it again. So that's considered normal. Let us apply that principle to the mantra. And before we go there, so what happens is if you're cleaning today and within a few hours it gets dirty again, you clean it again and within a few hours it gets dirty, so you are like, what do I do now? And the dust is coming all from the windows. So what you and I do is we shut the windows. We become very watchful. Hey, no slippers in this room, no footwear in this room, and I want to keep it clean. And so we become extra mindful, extra cautious, because we don't want to go into this eternal cleaning idea, or just can't take the dust anymore, right? So let's hold on to that analogy. Let's take mantra chanting. When we chant, like we do 90 minutes on these Navrathri nights, it's beautiful, right? The brain gets completely entrained. It only takes about 10 minutes for the brain to get entrained into the wave pattern of a sound. And we do 80 more minutes after that, which is perfect, which is the ideal way to do that, because then you're listening and chanting, and if you're chanting loud, you're listening back. It creates a fantastic vibration, and the brain gets completely entrained, the mind is absorbed, and we feel a sense of high, a sense of floating, a sense of deep connection, just with the sound vibrations. Leave aside the Devi part of it and the devotion and the meaning and all of this, just sound vibrations. But then, are we able to retain that feeling of high, that beautiful experience that we get at the end of the chanting or during the chant? It's like cleaning a room. Guess what happens? When we finish chanting, after a while, either we begin to start conversing, or we go back to our usual checking WhatsApp messages or text messages, or going back to our phone, or we go back to our television. We say life comes back to normal, and we go back to normal. So in that normal, quote unquote, day-to-day life, just like the wind comes with the dust into the room, all these sound patterns, this sound pattern that you created, this energy that you created, slowly gets diluted, because now you're getting other sound patterns. I'm not talking of good and bad sounds at all. I'm just talking of how it happens. So the other sound patterns come and destroy this vibration that I have, the cleanliness that I created for myself in my space, internal space, is now polluted with other sounds, and so I have to do it all over again. This is why we find mantras, quote unquote, ineffective. How do I maintain the effectiveness of a mantra? How do I maintain the cleanliness of the internal space that I have? The only way is to be very mindful of the sounds that enter my internal space. Now, these are sounds that come through the ear, but these are also sounds that are created in the mind when I read something, right? Because when I'm reading, my brain is translating what I'm reading into a language, right? Into sounds. And so those internal sounds, if I am mindful of what those sounds are, without judging them as good and bad. There is no such thing as good and bad sounds. It's sounds that can destroy the vibrations that I've created, or they enhance the vibrations I've created. That's all. So if I am mindful of those sounds that come into my body, into my body through my ears, or the sounds that come into my thoughts through what I read and what I see, then I have a better chance of truly activating the power of the mantra, because if I keep that vibration steady and I keep pouring more and more energy of sounds into that, it becomes a powerful aura that begins to protect me. So think about that today. If you have a question of how effective my mantra is, then observe what happens after the mantra chanting. After you listen or chant a mantra, what does the rest of the day look like? What are the sounds do you entertain through your thoughts, through your words, through listening? What kind of languages and sounds that begin to affect our minds and our emotions, and do they create some kind of turbulence? Just watch that. Be mindful. And at the end of this vlog, I know you are perhaps asking, wait a minute, that's ridiculous. I mean, I can't live a normal life anymore. I can't watch TV programs anymore. So what is the answer to that? We will continue this in tomorrow's vlog, and to see how we can actually live a normal life and yet maintain the power of this divine vibration sound that has the latent energy to free our minds from all its conditionalities. So stay tuned. In the meantime, continue having a blessed Navrathri. Namaste.